I need your help, either by a duet or a comment.
Hi, adult child who has gone no contact with your narcissistic parent. Or even if your parent isn't a clinical narcissist, just your parent who has been chronically hurtful to you in your life. I have a couple of things to say about death and relationships. I lost my father when I was 17, and my mother, with whom I was estranged, died when she was 81 at the very beginning of COVID. So neither of those relationships got a chance to be what we might say resolved. Your relationship with your parent doesn't end because they die. Their lifetime is their lifetime. You know, they get their time is over in life. Your time continues. And that means that the relationship continues, and you keep processing what that relationship means to you. And you will probably gain some more insight into them as the years go by, or you may not. You may find some forgiveness and resolution within yourself, or you may not. It really depends on the level of the abuse and how well you do in your own healing. Now, there's a lot of cultural and religious pressure to go rushing home when a parent is dying and try to maybe reconcile with them, or basically have a dramatic bedside scene of some kind. You don't have to do that. What you have to do is check in with yourself. Does that idea make you just sick? Then don't do it. Get support in not doing it. On the other hand, does it feel like, you know what, I'm okay with my parent? I can totally show up and I can give them some words of peace as they're on their way out. And really just things like that, like words of peace. You do not have to say, I forgive you. You do not have to say, I love you, if that's not true. But what you can say is, I wish you peace. I wish you a peaceful passing. Even just saying the words, I'm here. I care about you. You know, and again, like presence counts for a lot. If you are up to it, if you feel you want to give that, just saying, I'm here for you, can be very, very powerful for the person who's dying. If you feel you want to give that. You see how I keep emphasizing that, right? When my mother was dying, I was not speaking to her. She was not speaking to me either. And I said, I love you to her because there are so many things I loved about her. And the rest of it she also knew about because I had expressed to her all of the ways that I thought she was really abusive and had not done well in living into her best self and achieving a kind of emotional maturity that I felt she could and should have achieved. I was very straight. She didn't want to hear about that. She did not want to make amends for all the harm she had caused. That was her journey. But I at least got to the point, you know, in my relationship with her where I could speak my truth. And that resolved a lot for me. When I was in the midst of finding out that she was very possibly dying, I was actually far away. I was in Arizona. She was in South Carolina. And I was in a mall, walking through the mall, and I saw this t-shirt that said, it ran in the family until it ran into you. And I was like, it was like, word of God. You know, I had never seen that quote anywhere. I haven't seen it again. It was truly a gift. And I was like, you know, very brokenhearted, but I thought, yeah, I have broken the generational patterns of abuse. My mom broke some of them herself. She came from an even worse mother who came from an even worse mother before her. Very, very cruel women in a lot of ways, very rejecting women for their own reasons, you know, and that's their story. So I was able to say, I love you. My mother's last words to me were, I don't trust you, which is, it's hilarious. I mean, it's not funny, but it is. It's very funny because that's the human drama. That's the family drama. And the reason my mother couldn't trust me is because she herself was so dishonest. I am nothing but honest. So it was a projection, and it was very consistent with her character. It was very consistent with her behavior with me. And just because she was at the end of her life doesn't make it more serious or momentous than it was. She was being petty to the end. But my heart was pure. I meant it. I blessed her on her way. I was very, very devastated when she died. I grieved and mourned her with full daughterly loyalty and appreciated and celebrated all of the things that she gave me and all of the gifts that, that were bestowed upon me by being her daughter. And I also was very peaceful and secure in my knowledge that I had been honest and that I had behaved all of the years of our relationship with integrity, and that she had not broken my spirit to become the kind of person that she was. And that's sad to say that. But in a way, the victory is that my mother raised me to be healthier than she was. And that, in fact, may be the legacy that you embrace as well, which is like, they've died, but I'm actually healthier than they were. And what a wonderful thing to carry forward. Nothing is final. Nothing is final. Death is not final. For as long as you live and breathe and carry their DNA, you continue their story. There is my beautiful mama, Shirley. And I know that if she was in the room with me here, she would say, you're right, kiddo. She's beyond all pain and suffering and all of the mess of human existence. I believe that she is an angel, and she is full spirit presence of love and support for me and also for you. So she wishes you well, and so do I.